I need all my fresh and damn people to hit the dance floor and just hit the picture booth. And if somebody hating on you, I want you to look at them and you tell them, look at me, 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 look at me.
That's right. Look at us. That's right. Look at us, man. We doing it, ain't we, baby? Shout out to my man Country. Shout out to Country. Country's a truck driver, semi-truck driver, man. He got him a big rig, man. He's on the road now, man.
Shout out to Country, man. He doing it big.
Yeah. One of my favorite local artists, man. He's still, you know what? Well, first of all, I want to say what's up. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody that's listening? This is the Big Trav and Q show. It's your man, Big Trav. And on the phone I ain't even got to say it, but he's going to say it for you.
That's right. You know who it is. Q, baby.
That's right. Big Q out of the D-Town. But
oh, man, we got to hear you roar, man. Come on, Trav.
You know what? I got to get it queued up with the rest of the stuff because I would have to look at it. I'll have it ready next time for you. I got to put it in my area that I in my most frequently used sound effects area, and then I'll have it ready for you. I'll have Detroit basketball and the Lion Roar in there for you.
There we go, man. We got a show. We got a lot of love in Detroit, man. 313-248.
I know.
Shout out, man, to all my people out there, man, to be listening to us, man. You know how we do the Big Trav and Q show, man. We back at it, man. TGIF in effect, Trav.
You know what, man? I got an idea. This is totally off the cuff. Let's call Rodney. Let's surprise call Rodney and do an interview.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's see if we can get him. Well, before I do it, listen, Rodney is our dude. He's a street team. He runs a street team up in Detroit. I mean, he's well connected, man. He know all the celebrities. Every celebrity to come to town, everybody know him. Is he still Ice Cube's road manager, as far as you know?
For life.
Oh, man, Big Cube. I mean, man, he always, every time Cube come to Detroit, he always invite us up there, man, and we hang out with Ice Cube and the crew. And just recently, Ice Cube was supposed to be performing in Canada, and he texted me and was like, "You got your passport?" He said, "Because we going over to Canada," and I told him I didn't have my passport, so. But that show got canceled. They got canceled. They got canceled. So, actually, was it Montreal? Was it Montreal or Toronto?
Yep, it was Montreal.
And so we gonna. That's our dude, man. He showed us a lot of love, man. We always kicking it with celebrities. He always got us backstage with all the celebrities. Always in the green room with them. So I don't even know if he know that we got a podcast. So I'm a surprise call him. Let me see. Let me see if he don't like to answer his phone. But let me see. Hold on.
All right, that's what's up.
What's up? What's up, Rod?
What's up, Big Jack?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, this is Trav and Q, man. How's it going, man?
I'm pretty good. What about yourself?
Good. Hey, you know what? I don't know if we ever told you, but me and Q, we got a podcast. You on air right now. We got you on the air. I told Q, I said let's surprise call Rodney and make him a guest on our show. What's going on, man?
Not much. How y'all doing?
Oh, we good, man. We've been doing the live podcast for what, about 2 months now, huh? Q. What happened to Q, man? Hold on, let me see what happened. Yeah, Q. Can you hear me?
Big Trav, I'm here, baby.
There you go.
What's going on?
Say what's up to Rod.
What's up, Rob? What's going on, man?
My doing.
We just want to let you know that we going live. We live on Facebook right now, and it's called the Big Trav and Q Show. We've been doing it for 2 months now, and we've been doing some nice numbers, man. And we always talk about you on the show, how much love you done showed us and how much you done for us. I said let's surprise call him and see if he do an interview, man. You are you down to talk to us?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, cool. Like I just spoke about before I called him, like I said, man, like I said, he always he's Ice Cube's right hand man, and he always inviting us backstage to hang out with the celebrities, and we really appreciate that, man. And so you know what, you just kind of tell for our audience, what exactly you do, and over the years what you done and what's going on with you now.
And yeah, Rod, it's okay to humble brag too, man. Go ahead, do your thing.
I'm definitely a humble person, man. Bless God, so I give him all praise and all acknowledgement on everything I do. He's responsible for where I'm at right now. I started off with Ice-T. Ice-T is my stepbrother. So I started off with him once he got in the game. About me being around him and various other celebrities, I ended up with friendship and a rapport with different people such as Ice Cube, Chuck D, Flavor Flav from Public Enemy, Rob Bass, Notorious Big, and just various people in the industry. So, I was fortunate. A couple of them took a liking to me and saw my work ethic, and started working with them in different capacities. And it was really interesting, man. Really, really interesting. Currently, I'm doing concerts now as well, independently, and I work with a couple other people, big companies such as Live Nation and North American Entertainment out of Connecticut.
How did you hook up with Ice Cube? I mean, when did you first meet Ice Cube and hook up? How did all that come together?
Ice-T used to always play NWA. He's like, man, he's down. So kind of groomed me about them, and I feel the lyrics involved. And actually, we went on tour. We went on a tour. I think it was called Bring. And Eric B. Rakim was the headliner. That was Ice-T was on it. Big Daddy Kane was a variety of artists. And it was Easy and NWA. So naturally, when you tour, you're seeing each other every day at the sound check and things of that nature. Maybe even at the hotel when you get to the y'all staying at the same hotel. So I ended up striking up conversations with Ice Cube in various cities. That's how I ended up he's beginning to get familiar with Ice Cube, and he got familiar with me. So when the tour was over and he had been solo, I had reached out to him. I think we were in New Orleans. And I told my family, I said, I'll let Ice Cube and ask me, can I work for him? Let him know I'm available. They laughed at me because back then I was doing professional lookalike work for Prince. And they were clowning, man, he ain't going to mess with nobody, Prince looking like, all my family was nothing encouraging at all. They was, he going to ignore you. He ain't going to let you get close. So long story short, I walked up to him backstage and talked to him, gave him my resume. I told him I would love to work with him. And I said maybe 2 months later, he gave me a call, asked me would I be interested in working for Lynchmob Records, because he knew I had worked for Ice-T's record label back then called Rhyme Syndicate Records. So he ended up setting me up in a Detroit branch. So Ice Cube wanted different branches that were hot across the United States, such as Detroit, Atlanta. It was key markets that he wanted to have offices in. People never really don't know this, but Ice Cube's fan base is way bigger in Detroit than it is in Los Angeles.
I can tell because he's in Detroit what twice a year?
Well, he tries not to burn himself out. So lately, it's like every other year. He's scheduled to come to Detroit if things open up and pandemic is not as bad as it is now. He's scheduled to come to Detroit Labor Day weekend to the Aretha Franklin.
I know that.
Park.
I know that the quarantine messed up the Canada show, man. I was looking forward to the Canada show.
We're scheduled to October, so you and my homeboy, y'all definitely got all access passes. Y'all got y'all passports across the board?
Mine is on the way back. Q probably already got his, man. But as soon as
not only do I got passports, but I got stamps in them.
But as soon as you hit me and asked me if I had my passport, I done. Well, me and my wife had put in for him, you know. But when you hit me with the sign to post on Facebook, I made that happen that week, man. So it's on the way back. So.
We really appreciate you. Yeah, we rescheduled it for October, so it's not as bad as it is in America as it, over there in Windsor, Canada. So hopefully we'll be able to get that shut down.
That's a good look, man. That's a good look. You know what? You know what me and Q always talking about, and we want you to talk about the story. We always talk about that story when Dougie Fresh was performing, and I had the video camera. And I went across the stage with the camera and came back, and Rodney was like, "What is he doing?" what was you thinking when you seen me on the stage, man?
Security comes over and the building. Because normally, if you're not in your camp, they definitely don't want nobody walking across the stage videotaping unless you're part of the camp or it's pre-approved.
Right.
So yeah, I'm shocked by that move, but we got away with it.
Yeah, I know. Rodney was like, he said, "Man, I don't know whether to be mad at you or be happy because you got me some good footage." That was dope, man. We really didn't have a good time over the years, man. We really have, and I do, man. I come back to Toledo, man, and they really they think what I do with you guys up there is big time, man. And I got a lot of followers in Toledo because of you guys, man. They know I got to connect in the Detroit area, and they do, man. They rock, and they rock with me because of that, man. They listen. They always zone me. Like when I go out in Toledo, they always ask me when the next show is, or they always, they didn't see me be a part of several of the Ice Cube shows, and so they always asking me, what's Ice Cube like? And I said, I only talked to him once. I said I done hung out with him and his crew probably about 6-7 times, but I only talked to him once. I said because his security, I mean, he popular as hell, and so his security is deep. Just anybody can't get to him. So, I mean, and even though I'm cool with his road manager, that don't mean I can just walk up to him and be like, "What's up, Cube?" But I explained to him. Go ahead.
I was just saying, lately, we looked at a couple of incidents happen throughout, the United States or even the world with different celebrities where, everybody ain't stable. Let me
right
there. Okay. Be a day somebody didn't take their medicine and just, do some wild. So we have to try to stay on our P's 24/7 and be the So as I was saying, I've seen incidents where I can't remember her name. I want to say her name was the owner. I'm not sure her name, but anyway, she had a book signing. Stood in line. It was coming up to the table. I won. Signing the book. She smiled, take a picture, give him and leave. So one guy, he was next. When he got up to the table, she thinking he a fan, he hauled off and slapped her.
Oh, damn.
So it's little incidents. And I'm gonna ask you guys this: do y'all remember the time Bill Gates was walking into the office and somebody reached out and hit him with some pie?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
Yep, I remember that.
Q, you remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yep, I remember, man.
Bro, I caught slipping, thinking everybody in that line was quote unquote a fan or a friend of his or there to receive him warmly.
Yeah, and you know what? That Nipsey Hussle situation, it woke a lot of people up too. You know, I can imagine that that a lot of celebrities, especially rappers, that they move differently because of that Nipsey Hussle situation. I mean, man, he was relaxed in front of his building. He thinking he amongst friends, and that dude come up with 2 guns and get everybody, man. I mean, damn. You know, man, you can't. I don't think you can get a safer. You can't. I don't think you can get a situation where you feel safer, and that dude just violated just all the trust. I mean, I wouldn't move the same if I was a rapper or a celebrity. I wouldn't move the same after that.
Exactly. I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay, so I'm checking the chat out right now. So, Rod, what we do on the show is we have people that send out messages and they ask questions of our guests that we have on.
Okay.
So one of our previous episodes we were going back and forth, and we was talking about Prince, and we was talking about Travis talked about a party that he did. So I'm being reminded about a Prince party, and he made a comment about him not knowing who Andre Simone was. Could you tell the viewers and Trav about Andre Simone and the family?
So Andre Simone was?
Yes.
Okay, Trav, Andre Simone was the bass player with Prince when he first came out the gate. Back in Minnesota when Prince had family issues and at his mother and father. And he went to as Prince was getting in the music business, trying to get his first contract with Warner Brothers, Andre Simone and his family was extremely supportive and were taking care of him. So Andre Simone, I think he went on like maybe 2 tours with Prince before he went solo. And when he went solo, he ended up marrying Jody Watley.
Oh, really? Word? Okay, Jody Watley. Jody Watley was with Howard Hewitt, right? Shalimar, exactly. Right? Okay.
So Prince kind of parted ways. Strict rules and things that Andre Simone personally did do, and Prince didn't want, band members to do cuts and everything, so he parted ways.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I probably done 4. I think I done 4 Prince parties, and I think the first 2, me and the guy, it was just me and a local guy. We done them. We just played Prince songs, and then the 3rd year we started to hear from like hardcore Prince fans, and then they got involved. I mean, they really got heavily involved. They was like, listen, if you throw a Prince party, you got to do this, this, and this, and you got to play this, this, and this. And then that 4th year, they were really heavily involved. That's when I contacted you because they wanted a Prince impersonator. They was like, dog, you can't do a party without a Prince impersonator. You got to have a band or a Prince impersonator. And Rodney was like, $500. And then he said, you my dude. He said, I'll do it for $350. And then I was like, man, I ain't even got that, man. So I would have loved to have had you, man. And we stopped doing it because, the Prince fans they told us we felt inadequate. We felt inadequate, throwing the parties because what we found out was that, there is a group of people, Prince fans, they travel, they tour around the country and go to Prince parties. And those last 2 years, they put us on their stop. And that 3rd year, that 3rd and 4th year, they stopped in, oh my God, probably about 30 of them. and it wasn't up to our party wasn't up to par with the other ones around the country. So we was like, we getting out of this business because we just didn't. We was like me and my partner was like, we said we love Prince, but not like they like him, not like they.
Right.
And so we said if we not, and so that's what they encouraged us. They said, listen, if you ain't gonna do it right, don't do it. And we just followed suit. We said we ain't even gonna do it. So,
Nice of you to do it. How to. It is a thought that counts, and I commend you for even putting it together. And like you said, you guys is vibing off the music and paying homage to this MC. So, if you can pick it back up, sometimes you do those type of events. It might take you 3, 4, 5 years for it to really catch on, and your fan base builds up. So. And it's all about time as well. Like right this year, do nothing in April. You can't even do anything in June. So.
Well. Another reason we shut it down was because the casino. We got the casino, Hollywood Casino. They do it every year. So they bring in a Prince tribute band, and they do their own Prince party. So we was like. They got us beat. They had us beat on the first go round. So we was like, so we just gave it up because we do got one good one in the area. So we just gave it up to them, and we was like, we'll just go to that one. So and so they got a tribute band and all that stuff, and so so that's where everybody go now. So.
Well, I might. Ice Cube's page on YouTube and put in "What Can I Do" video. And that.
Hello? Right? You
Hello?
here?
Hello? Hello? I still got him on here. He just cut out. Yo, right? He probably can hear us, but we can't hear him. He sort of dropped out. Okay, anyway, let me see here. Yeah, he dropped out. Anyway, I tell you, we'll try to get him back on. If he called back, I'll merge him back in. But yeah, that's our boy Rodney O up in the D, man. Ice Cube road manager. For everybody in Toledo that always, every time you see me post an event from the Detroit area, Rodney is involved with the show, and he sent it. The promotion game in Detroit is very competitive, and so Rodney, he got to connect in Toledo, so he send the flyers to me, the post on my pages in Toledo, along with Sunshine the Diva, she part of the team too. Tony Tuggle part of the team, as well as Q, and Donetta Carter. I think I see her posting some of his stuff too. So we promote for him in the Toledo area. So the Toledo area people know what's popping in Detroit, because Toledo fucks with Detroit. We really do big time, and we run to Detroit for everything. They'll do a concert in Toledo and we won't go, but if that bitch go to Detroit, we'll run up there in a minute. That's real talk, man. That's just the way it is. It's funny. We funny acting like that, but we just love going to a bigger market, and hanging out. Especially me. I mean, I'm so Toledo in that aspect, man. I do. I love Detroit. I love hanging out at Mr. Gibraltar Trade Center, all of that, man. But I do love it.
Now, I'm sorry Rod couldn't have finished the interview, man, because Rod had some really good stories,
you know what we're gonna do.
About a lot of stuff.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make him a part of the show. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna chop that up in his interview. I'm gonna send it to him so he can see, because as far as he know, we just two niggas on the phone just chopping it up with him. But I want him to see what we're actually doing. So when we done, I'm gonna chop his interview part up and I'm gonna send it to him. And what we're gonna do is every time, we're gonna have him on at least once a week. let's do him like on a Friday, because the concerts are normally like on Friday or Saturday. Maybe we'll have him on Thursdays. Thursdays to be, promotion Thursday or something like that. We'll get with Rodney and work it out where he can come on once a week and just promote whatever shows he's involved with that weekend. And I think that'll be a dope segment. That'll be a dope segment to have on the show. So
yeah, man, because there was some things I wanted to talk to him about. I know it's old to you, but to the fans and the people that are tuning in, because I was getting a few questions, and I didn't get a chance to reach out to him. They wanted to know his favorite Prince stories, and they wanted to know Ice Cube stories and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
let's talk to him. Let's talk to him off camera. Let's talk to him off of camera, and then just find out. Let's figure out, how we can make him a part of the show. Where, like I said, we can talk to him about once a week, and because
you would have been good for the syndicate, because Trav, when you call a person cold and throw them on the mic and put them on, you was cold blooded, man.
but you know what? But that's our dude, man. Listen, we all in the same circle. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about Rodney all the time, like in my posts, like when I post something. I'll be like, listen, my dude, like when a big concert coming up in Detroit and he sent me the flyer, I'll post it and go, hey, listen, if I'm feeling it, I'll post it, letting everybody know I'm feeling it. I'll be like, hey, my boy Rodney just sent me this. Hey, listen, rock with this. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'll do.
People don't realize, man, Rodney was the man back in the days, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
He was. I mean. I don't know if you remember the scene in the New Dance show. I remember when Rodney used to be on, and these are his stories to tell, but I was just around. But he was, I mean, wow, back in the days. And I've been on Rod since like 1991 or whatever. And, although I'm my own man and I've been able to do my own thing, but I credit Rod for a lot of stuff. And I didn't get a chance to have that on air with him, but we'll make that happen again.
Yeah, you know
Big
what?
Trav always doing
right,
the big for
right,
us, man.
And just to let you guys know, Rodney is the reason that I know Q. So, via Tony Tuggle. I hooked up with Tony. Me and Tony was making it happen in Toledo with Mac Pack, throwing all of the crazy parties and I don't know. Oh yeah, Tony told me how him and Rodney hooked up, but I forget how it was. But I remember first time I seen Rod, we threw a party at the Lighthouse. I think it was the New Year's Eve party. It was either it was either Ciroc on the Dock or the New Year's Eve party, and Rodney came down and I was shooting video. And I just knew him as the dude that looked like Prince. So I was me and Tony was hanging. Me and Tony was boys. We was hanging. We went everywhere together. And so Rodney came down and done the Ciroc on the Dock party or the New Year's Eve party, whichever one it was. He hung out with us. He had a good time. And then he I don't know how the videotaping thing came about, but Rodney seen me videotaping at the parties. He had came to a couple parties. He seen me videotaping, and then he reached out to me. He said, "Why don't you come up and shoot some backstage footage for me, at one of my concerts?" And I told him, "Yeah." And so I think they done George Clinton was the first one we done. So we done George Clinton and Mary Jane Girls. Yes. And we hung out with the Mary Jane Girls. Oh, that was dope. I think that was the first time I met you. First time I met you when we done the Mary Jane Girls. So, and so we hung out with the Mary Jane Girls. And matter of fact, the cutie pie girl, I forget her name. What was the one cutie pie name girl that was with Mary Jane Girls? I remember that she told me to follow her on Facebook at the time, and I was communicating with her up and after we left, probably about 3 or 4 years after that. God, I forget her name. And then I don't know what happened. And then I just stopped seeing her all of a sudden on Facebook. I don't know what happened, but yeah, but we hung out with we hung out with Mary Jane girls after the George Clinton. It was George Clinton. I forget who. I know George Clinton and Mary Jane girls was on the concert, but we hung out with them and we had a good time. And then he asked us back to do the old school concert, which was MC Light, Big Daddy Kane, Houdini. Who else was on that show? Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh. Yep. And then he just kept inviting us down. Then we hung out. Oh man, we hung out with Ice Cube and his crew. Oh my God, about 6-7 times, man. And then I ended up on the show with Ice Cube. DJing for Spice One. That's what I'm talking about, man. Me and Spice One. Open the show, baby. Shout out to my man Spice One, man.
Spice One, man.
That's dope. That's dope when you can DJ for somebody that you used to rock in your car when you was growing up, man. Shout out, bless. That's blessed. That's blessed. Thank you, Jesus. Anyway, let's get into some of these topics, man. Let me see here. Let's get into some of these topics. Okay. Why is it not coming off? Jeez. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get into some of these topics. What we didn't get into yesterday was I'm gonna play it again. The young man, I think his name was last name is Reed. Last name is Reed. The guy that was running from the police. We found out that he was a murder suspect. They was coming after him because he was a murder suspect, and he was going live on Facebook. And we're gonna play that video for you again. And then it happened in comedian Mike Epps' hometown. So we didn't get a chance to play it yesterday, but we're gonna play Mike Epps' response to that. And then we got a follow-up story that we're going to hit you guys with. So here's the video of the guy. If you didn't see it yesterday, the guy, he's going live on Facebook. The police is chasing him. He said, he basically like, I'm about to park this bitch and jump out of here and run on feet. And then they shoot him. So let me just play that for you guys.
What street is this? I'm finna park this motherfucker to get the fuck out. On baby, what's this, Michigan and what? Ace? I'm finna park this motherfucker at Ace. On 62nd in Michigan? Somebody come get my stupid ass. Fuck you. Shit.
Okay, that was that video there, and what happened was he was going live on Facebook when they shot him, and when they shot him, he dropped the phone, but the phone kept recording, and let me find out what happened. Okay, where is it? Let me find it. Okay.
What are you trying to find, Trav?
Okay, it says in the video captured a morbid joke by the detective out of view of the camera after Mr. Reed was shot. And he said, this is going to be a closed casket, homie. The detective said, apparently referring to Mr. Reed's funeral. Chief Taylor said disciplinary action would be taken against the detective and called the comments unacceptable. So what made news today was what was said by the detective after he was shot and killed. That he said basically this gonna be a closed casket, homie. Was that wrong or that's normal for cops to talk like that? What you think? Yo,
Trav.
I said, is that normal? He made the comment he made, you thought that was inappropriate? I mean, if the cameras wouldn't have been rolling, we probably would have never heard it. But did you think that was out of line for him to make that comment?
Yeah, I do.
As the family, would you would have been upset if you would have heard the comment?
I agree.
Okay, all right. So you don't chalk that up as just cooler talk of from the cops and the detectives. That's just cooler talk. I'm pretty sure they say stuff like that all the time, man. But when it hit social media, it hit a little different, don't it?
Right.
It hit a little different. So, like I said, the guy was from Indianapolis, which is where Mike Epps, comedian Mike Epps is from, and so here's the video of Mike Epps talking about how he felt about the situation.
Good morning, peace and blessings to everyone. I want to speak upon the young man that got killed in my hometown, Indianapolis. These cops gotta be punished. You can't put them on desk duty. You can't suspend them. They gotta feel the wrath. I mean, you just out here killing young black men for nothing. I mean, it's sad that they're hiring cops that are not culturally connected to the culture. They scared of black people. They young, they skinny, they weenie. They ain't never been around a black person in their life. And then you chase them down and you kill them. You overkilling them. You shooting them 100 times. And young black men, we got to stop giving them an opportunity to kill us. We got to stop giving them an opportunity to kill us. They killing us because they watching us kill us.
Okay, that's what Mike Epps had to say about that. Yeah, I agree with him, man. But it was like me and Travis was talking about yesterday, man. When you for people that don't deal with our community like every day and for several years, like he explained, he was in law enforcement. He worked exclusively in the black community. I work for a black school system. I work with, mostly, like I'm gonna say about 80%, 85, 90% black kids, school district, and been doing it for almost 20 years now. And after a while, stuff get old, situations get old. You see the same mistakes being made over and over again. And Travis, he was, he had he had an extreme, I've talked to people that feel the way he feel, basically what he said yesterday was, he said, there's a difference between a black man and niggas. I'm not quite that animated with it. To me, it's just, it's black folks and then it's ignorant people. You know what I'm saying? I won't quite animate it with the same, with the same description as Travis did, calling them, like niggas and black folks. That's just, to me, it's just ignorant people. And I say it all of the time. I just hate stupid people. It don't matter what race they are. I just hate stupid people, because you'll just be, because it just seemed like, to me, life is just so, I think life is easy and certain people make it difficult. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
and it is, if you just I mean, everybody isn't the same, but for the most part, man, if you just do what you expected to do, you might be okay. I don't know. That's just my point of view. I can't talk for somebody that's not doing as well, but and everybody got different perspectives, man. But I mean, I really believe it. I think that, I think that, and then everybody's not set up right. And that's one thing I understand working in a black community and working in a black school system, is that, everything ain't the same for everybody. I understand, and you got to understand, if you're gonna work with the black community, you have to understand. You can't be short-tempered. You can't be fed up. You can't be frustrated. You just got to understand. You got to understand that I understand, that a lot of times, people, you didn't get a a lot of people didn't get a good start or as good a start as other people. You know what I'm saying? And then if I understand too that if the parents don't know, then the parents can't teach the kids on how to do things, you know. And so, and with that being the case, when you work in the black community, you just see that cycle. You just see, you know, you see generations raising generations of people that don't know. You know what I'm saying? And only thing you can hope is that somewhere along the line someone gets it, you know, in the family, or gets it in the line, you know, that they get it and make a difference and make a change. But I'll never give up, man. Just never give up. I mean, I'm in the position. I'm not as harsh as Travis was yesterday, but you just can't give up, man. You can't give up. And I'm not saying that Travis did, but he just Travis is older than I am, and he worked in law enforcement. So he's probably been in more dramatic situations than me, and you know, and he's probably got more experience in traumatic situations that make him the way he is, and working with school kids ain't quite as dramatic as working in law enforcement. But I just think, for me, what works for me is that I just understand. So go ahead, your take on it.
I mean, Trav, I mean, we beat these certain topics to a pulp, man. I mean, listen, I watched the footage earlier today, and my initial response is I shared the same common feeling with like a lot of people, man. But then you say to yourself after that, it's like, okay, we're gonna make a whole bunch of memes. We're gonna post it. We're gonna react to it, and it's gonna become front page news for a minute. It's gonna be the hottest topic on Instagram, social media. We're gonna do hashtags on a lot of this stuff, and then that's it. So there's nothing else that comes with these things. We're gonna play the hope game, meaning hoping that convictions come. Yay, they'll give us a few, but nay, a lot of them. You're going to have a lot of family members who are broken, that no matter if justice comes or not, their children are not walking through those doors anymore. It's very hard, man. I mean, look, I'm a duality individual, meaning what? I am from the hood, but I am also a military guy. So I've experienced two extremes. I was in Kosovo. I was overseas. So I've seen death up front. I've seen the life that they live over there in Kosovo and Iraq and Afghanistan. But I also grew up in the mean streets of Detroit, Michigan. So I've got two different things. So it's so hard when you see somebody to your left and you see somebody to your right, and you're laughing, you're giggling with them, and then the next 5 minutes they're gone. You're zipping them up and you put them in a body bag. That's tough. There's no deactivation machine that you walk through once you've seen trauma, once you've been exposed to something, once you've witnessed death, you know, and now you don't know if you're going to make it home anymore. But then again, you got to say to yourself, am I going to live my life like that? Am I going to be the type of person who's going to, you know, knowing these things are out there, knowing that they're real, knowing that, you know, that there's a great potential, you know, that I may not make it home. Am I going to succumb to that? Or am I going to basically live my life and do the best and do everything that Travis is saying? Because there are a lot of victims today that do exactly everything that you just outlined, but still don't make it home. Whether it's from violence, from black on black crime, from, you know, from Caucasians, from the justice system, from police officers, etc. And the commonality to everything is we're dying at a high rate. I listened to Linnell. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to that or not, but she was calling out all the revolutionaries. She's saying, "Where are you guys? Where are you at?" You know what I'm saying? Why is it that nobody is starting to oppose these situations? Have we become more individualized? Because you have a lot of people who have a different perspective in the 60s. See, in the 60s, if something happened to you, Trav, I looked at it like that could happen to me. So we needed to do, like Ice Cube say, we need to start loking up. You know what I mean? We need to get together.
Right.
So, because what happens to you could happen to me. But now we've become more individualized. It's like, dang, man, I sure hate to have that happen to you. Hey, man, you stay safe, man. I hope everything goes well with you and your family. God bless, all right? You keep your head up, B, all right? And you walk off. See, there's two different perspectives. Neither one of them are wrong.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, everybody can't be Huey P. Newton. Everybody can't be the Black Panthers and roll up and march with guns and everything. But don't offend me because I want to be Cuba, Gooding, and I want to get out of the back seat because I ain't got it in me like in Boys in the Hood. You understand where I'm going with that?
Exactly. And moving on to the Ahmaud Arbery case, like we broke on our program yesterday, the father and son combo, they was caught yesterday, and everyone was excited. I'm trying to find the story itself. There it is. But I can't read it. It's too small for me. Anyway, I think it's Gregory McMichael and God, what is his name? It's too small for me to see. Anyway, the McMichaels father and son team, the district attorney brought murder charges against both of the guys. Per the video that was released, and they also charged the guy. They charged the guy that shot the video. So they determined that the guy that shot.
He's throwing you in.
Yeah.
Because in there, man.
Because they think that it was a conspiracy. They all got together. They was like, this black dude is jogging through our neighborhood. Let's go get him. And the guy, his last name is Brian. The guy that recorded the video, last name is Brian. And he was the elected cameraman. And the video is too graphic to show. I didn't really want to. It had been circulated enough, so I really didn't want to get into it on our program. But the video supports everything that they've been saying from the beginning, which was he was just going for. In the video, it just shows him jogging. And I mean, just a casual. They made it seem like he was like running, like with a TV in his hand or something. No, he was actually jogging. He was doing a light jog, and the pickup truck just swooped in on him, and they just jumped out on him, and it was just, and then the guy just recorded it, man, and they just recorded it, and it was just all bad, and so with the emergence of the video evidence, which always gets your ass. They brought murder charges against the McMichael father, who's 64, and the son, who's 34, and the cameraman, the youth Bryant, in connection with the Ahmaud Arbery case. So what do you think about that? So, Justice, somebody, before you get into it, somebody was facetious and said, well, they arrested John Zimmerman too, like they gonna get off. Like, well, I guess his comment was meaning, or I guess what he was trying to say was that, hey, Zimmerman got arrested too. So because they got arrested, don't mean they gonna get convicted.
I alluded to that earlier, and what I was saying is the fact that those things happen like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like step one, we get somebody arrested. We go through the proper channels. We take it through the court system, but then we hoping and praying that the conviction sticks. I don't have the stats in front of me, so I'm not going to make up stats, but I will say that there's been less convictions than there have been less, for more acquittals. Than
You know what? You know what? For me, it's the same. It's the same reason as the Family Dollar situation, man. Okay, you got group of guys. They get together. They was like, let's go get this. Let's go get him. It's three of y'all. Once again, the three of them. Why didn't the three of them just beat him up, man? I mean, really, you got to take your shotgun and shoot him? Just like the Family Dollar case, man. You and your son went in there. Why y'all just couldn't beat him up, man? Why y'all just couldn't fight him? You know what I'm saying? Listen, maybe a bat, maybe a brick, but damn, I mean, that is so cowardice I remember the scene in Iron Man 2, and there's a scene in Iron Man 2, and that's what this is. What I just said makes me think about that scene, because the Russian dude, he got all these remote control bots, got them in the kill box. They fighting all these bots, man, and it's Tony, it's Iron Man, and it's War Machine. And they fighting all of these, and they fighting all of these dudes. And all of a sudden, Iron Man telling him, he say, duck down. And he done this beam. This beam came out of his chest, and he just twirled in a circle, and it killed like 10 robots at one time. And War Machine says, you couldn't have led with that. We done all of this fighting when you could have just done that in the first place. And it makes me think, that they use that type of thinking. They don't want to go through the fighting. They just want to lead with the gun. You know what I'm saying? It just makes me think about that. But that's not a case, man. I mean, now if it was reversed, then that's when you do use a gun. Now, if it's just you and 5 dudes are jumping you, then you can make a case to use a gun. But I mean, it's one dude. I don't think the security guard. I don't think Family Dollar security guards can carry guns. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So, I just, what? I'll have, my opinion will develop, when all of the facts develop in here. But, if it comes out that the security guard was armed, because it is East Side Detroit, you know what I'm saying, and in East Side Detroit dictate that you have a gun. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter. That man man should not have lost his life.
No, he shouldn't have.
He shouldn't have lost his life. I don't, no storyline could ever be, and I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm just saying no storyline should ever end with that man losing his life.
No, man,
on either story. But see, the thing of it is, Trav, is that this is an ongoing thing. This is no longer a blip. This is a trend. We're losing black men and women at a high rate, man. Trayvon Martin, we can go Mike Brown, we can go on and on and on, and until it gets to a point, man, where you're going to keep seeing these stories over and over again. And it's like, I don't know if a large portion of people have become desensitized to the stories, because it's like, well, there go another one down. We're going to pray. We're going to walk. We're going to say Black Lives Matter. They're going to tell us, oh, my God, you guys are saying you guys are an organization that is pro, so the message is going to get convoluted. And then on top of it, we're going to see somebody else. This is not going to be the end. And I'm not pushing that out there to say I want somebody else to get killed. But what I'm saying is it's sickening that people are dying at a high rate. And it's what do you do? What do you keep doing? It's like we get together, everybody on their podcasts, on their media streams, we all talk about these scenarios, but nothing ever really gets resolved.
Yeah, you know what? But it seems like that. But I'm here to tell everyone: listen, just don't give up, man. Just don't give up. Keep hope. Let's just keep fighting. As a community, let's just keep fighting and keep praying, and because that's all we got. We know that helps. So let's just keep doing that. Okay, speaking of the Family Dollar case, the U.S. Marshals, they have joined a search for Larry Teague and Ramanye Bishop. And like I stated yesterday, the reward is $5,000. And it says the U.S. Marshals has joined the manhunt for two suspects in the murder of the Family Dollar security guard in Flint, who was enforcing the store's face mask policy. Investigators increased the reward to $5,000 for information leading to the arrest of 44-year-old Larry Teague and 23-year-old Raymond Bishop. They are considered armed and dangerous. So, listen, like I said yesterday, listen, guys, what? It's on our social media pages. Their pictures are on our social media pages. Make sure you copy and save that to your phone. If you see these guys, please do the right thing and help bring these guys to justice, man, because this was just a senseless murder. And these guys, I can't believe they still on the run. I don't believe they've left the Detroit area, and who's hiding out these guys? It ain't like they plan this. The longer we don't find them, the longer I'm going to think that they plan this, and which is premeditated murder, which is what they charged with anyway. So, I'm just, I watch the news in hopes that they'll report that these guys were caught, man. So that's my hope there. So, okay, moving on. We're gonna lighten I'll tell you what. Let's cover this. Let's cover this other story first. Here we go. Let's cover this other story. Here we go. Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas is in the news. The free safety for the Baltimore Ravens the police was called to his house. Where we go? Here we go, right here. The police was called to his house, and when they arrived there, his wife had a gun pointed at him and a knife on him. She found out that he had been, he had been cheating on her, and when the police arrived there, they walked into, I think her name is Nina Thomas. They walked into Nina Thomas, chasing Earl around the car with a gun and a knife. I mean, it's not funny, but wow, geez. I mean, you would think that, and then, well, the story goes that she caught him and his boy in bed with another girl. So that's the story, and so Earl Thomas, and as a result of this situation, it hit TMZ, and as a result of this situation, the Baltimore Ravens are considering releasing Earl Thomas, but I think it got more to do with they owe him a lot of money, so they was looking for a reason not to pay him that money, so they can free up some money for their draft picks, and I think they just found a reason. What do you say?
Hey, what they say, you made your bed, now you got to lie in it, huh?
Right, exactly. So, no, you know what? I don't know. Yeah, he's a young guy. I mean, what do you expect young millionaires to do? I mean, they're going to, like we always talk about, what I always say about what did I say, the stupid shit, 25 and under? Did I think I changed. Didn't I move it to 30 or did I move it to 28? Well, let's keep it at 25. When you under 25, you just do stupid shit, man, And so Earl is 30. So he's kind of still in that stupid window, and I don't know, man. I don't. That's rich. Those are rich folks' problems. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not rich, so I can't relate to that issue. Having a lot of money, and he cheats on his girl, man. That's not a good deal. Earl, you slipped up, bro. Okay, moving right along. It is being reported that Michael Jordan wouldn't let Horace Grant eat if he had a bad game. In Sam Smith's 1992 best-selling book, The Jordan Rules, the inside story to seasons with Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, the longtime Bull great reporter left out a story which has portrayed the game's greatest player in even harsher light. According to Smith, Jordan went as far as to deprive teammate Horace Grant of eating after a game on the plane if he didn't play a good game. What you think?
I mean, Jordan ahead of time gave you a preview to say, hey, by the end of this documentary, you guys are probably not going to like me much.
Yeah.
So
I remember when he said
I'm going to
that.
basically say, I'm going to just hitch my wagon to his words. I was listening to D.L. Hughley, and D.L. Hughley was saying, he said, could you imagine if Michael Jordan was in this era with social media? He was like, if he was doing, he was just talking about some of the athletes. Could you imagine like LT, Lawrence Taylor?
It would be the same. It would be the same situation. You know what would happen? Remember when Kevin Durant and what's his name? Green. What's his name? Green from Michigan State. What's his name from Michigan State? What's his name?
Who?
DeAndre Green, DeMonte Green. What's his name from Michigan State? What's his name? When they got into it on the bench, that's what we would see. When Kevin Durant and Green got into it on the Golden State bench, that's what you would see. I mean,
oh, you talking about Draymond Green?
Yeah, Draymond Green. When Draymond Green got into it with Kevin Durant, that's what you would have seen. That you would have no. Jordan couldn't do it. Jordan would get his ass whooped. Is what happened. Jordan would get his ass whooped because he's a small guy, And I understand at the time. I was, my wife. I told my wife about it, and my wife was like, "Well, my wife first of all was like, why he let him do it, or why the team didn't say something?" And I explained to her. I told her that it ain't just an NBA problem. It ain't just a professional sport problems. I explained to you on any sports level. I remember like growing up playing football. I remember when I became the captain of the football team my senior year. I was one of the best players on the football team, and you the captain, man. You one of the people that make the team go. You can't win without them dudes, man. And when you that dude that the team can't win without, everybody else is sort of at your mercy. So it's sort of that kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? When you and I explained to her, I remember my daughter when I coached my daughter on the YMCA basketball team. If my daughter didn't play, we wouldn't win the game. I mean, we would play a game, we would win like 40 to like 25, and my daughter would hit like 35 of the points. You know what I'm saying? So when you that big a contributor to any on any level, you sort of at everybody else's mercy. You know what I'm saying? And Michael Jordan at the time, he was the best player in the world. And you on his team. Horace is a big dude. He don't strike me as a tough guy, but I don't know, man. If the best player on the team is unhappy with your performance, if the captain on your team, best player on any team on any level is unhappy with your performance, you're going to hear about it. They're going to give it to you. Now, as far as not letting you eat, now we got issues now. Now it's time to fight. Now, I don't think I ever would have, as a captain, I don't think I ever would have told somebody they couldn't eat. But it just you know what I've been saying during our broadcast is that Michael Jordan is a killer. He's a killer, man. I mean, that's mob shit. I mean, what Michael Jordan was doing on the Chicago team, it isn't no different than being the leader of a gang. It ain't no different from being the CEO of a leading company. He listen, he wants to win. He wants to win. What we're seeing in the documentary is just a person at the head of an organization who at all costs he just want to win. He just want to win. And when you leading anything and you see a flaw, you see something that's making you have a bad performance, man, you try to fix it. And not letting him eat, that's some different shit, man. That's another conversation. That's mob shit, man. That's, to me.
So do you believe in rewarding people for mediocrity? So that's what Jordan was saying. Why should I reward you for mediocrity?
But it's not up to Jordan to reward. Jordan not the coach of the team. Jordan not the organization. I mean, if Horace would have thought about it, ain't nothing Michael Jordan can do to him. But I understand.
You say it was the influence.
Well, exactly.
You just made the distinction about the star player and privileges and all those things.
Right.
If the star player ain't happy, and if you say, look, this man is underperforming, he's not doing what I think he should be doing, and why should I allow these people to reward you? No, sit your ass in the corner and wait until we get off the plane, and then you go feed yourself. That's what I took from you.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah, you know what, and so, but when you get, but you know what, but for me, you just ream him out. You just ream him out, embarrass him in front of everybody, but not letting him eat, that's a different story. I mean, come on, man. I mean,
but Trav, we can say all this stuff in hindsight, but at the end of the day, this man is 6-0 in the finals.
At the time when he done the food, they had only had I guess they had 3 championships at the time.
Right. What I'm saying is that we can critique what he should have did, how he should have did things, but the end result is whatever he did, it won. It was working for him, and it ended up winning him championships. That's what gets lost in the sauce with all this stuff.
So you're co-signing Michael Jordan not letting Horace Grant eat.
I'm not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe today, buddy.
That's what it sounds like you're doing to me. For the record, and once again, the views spoken by my co-host does not reflect me. So just want to let you guys know that Horace Grant deserves to eat. Okay, moving right along. Tekashi 6ix9ine got early release because of the COVID-19 situation in prison. And he made an appearance on his Instagram Live. And the dude broke Teddy Riley and Babyface record. The record was 500,000 views at one time. 500 views at one time. Do you know how many Tekashi 6ix9ine had? You know how many views he had at one time?
No, what is it?
2 million. 2 million at one time. With the Teddy Riley and Babyface, they had speculated that up to 4 million had came and went. But it was never on the screen. It was never seen on the screen. The highest amount that was on the screen was only like 500,000. Tekashi 6ix9ine, what he was doing, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but what he was doing on the post was he was explaining why he snitched. He was explaining you know, why, you know, he was like, listen, he was basically, just to sum up kind of what he was saying, he was like, I ratted on them. He said, because when I was locked up and when I was on tour, he said, man, they was sleeping with my girl. He came up with all these reasons. He was like, he said, man, y'all tried to kill me. Y'all tried to kidnap my mom. And he was like, and y'all expected me to be loyal. I mean, he kind of just threw more fuel in the fire, man, for these cats to get after him. And he was turned up, man. He was turned up. And then on top of that, the record company, they co-signing everything that he doing. Let me just say that. His record company is co-signing. They loving it. He released a video this week. Matter of fact, yesterday, he released a brand new video yesterday that he shot since he been home. And he released I think he just released a song. I'm not sure if he done the whole album. And then on top of that, they put him on a billboard, on the biggest billboard in New York City, Times Square. You know, this dude just got out of prison for ratting on everybody, you know, and they got him. He shoots and puts out a video and a song yesterday, and they threw him on the biggest billboard in Times Square. And so he eating it up, man. He coming out. He throwing out all this King of New York talk. I'm the King of New York. He was like, listen, he said, from now on, I guess he got like a $1 million watch on, and so he was like, from now on, if you don't have this watch, he said, I'm not even talking to you. You know, he said, I'm the King of New York. He said, who else can go on a live and get 2 million views? He said, man, I just got out of prison and I got 2 million views at one time. He was like, what? You know, he was like, what? You know, so yeah. So what do you think about that, man? Is Tekashi 6ix9ine, is he the King of New York?
No, he's not the King of New York. and I won't be surprised if next year, this time, we're talking about him in a different type of light. I just think this guy is writing checks. You know, it's just a different. I think it's just a different. I just think when you violate and you're hurting people and you're sending people and really the karma that this guy is just brewing. I just don't, and all for likes, all for sales, billboards, that's just adding more. That's like throwing gasoline on the fire.
Right. Yeah, and then he's in like super protective custody, man. I seen some shots, you know, when he got out, and he just got he got like 6 dudes around him dressed in all black with a bulletproof vest on and guns on their waist. So the record company, I don't know if they. It looks like the record company is enabling him, you know, but let's see how it play out. God, I mean, everybody on the post like telling him he ain't gonna make it to the end of the year. Somebody gonna get him. So they in the post talking about that. You ain't gonna make it, homie. You ain't gonna make it to the end of the year. So, okay, moving right along.
Saw an interview where there was some gang members, and they were saying that for somebody like him, they said they'll wait him out. They said because where he's at now in his life, yeah, he's got it like that. But they said fast forward it to like 5 or 10 years when you no longer can afford all that. And then your security guards start reducing. You don't have all those things around you.
Well, you remember before he got locked up. Remember his bodyguards had quit on him for fear of their life. When he was running around ratting everybody, I remember before he went in, his bodyguards quit on him. His regular ones, they was like, They was like, we fear for our life, so we ain't fucking with you, and they quit on him. So, but now he got federal agents. He got federal agents now. I mean, these ain't regular dudes.
Right, but what I'm saying is that, yeah, you got a buzz around you now. But what happens when all that stuff? Because like anything and everything, all that stuff eventually will subside. And then when you try to they said, he'll probably say something like this. Yeah, man, I said a lot of dumb stuff when I was young. You know what I'm saying? I'm older now, I'm more mature now, blah, blah, blah. And they're saying, nah, bro, you got to answer for that.
Right. Yeah, so they going to get him. Anyway, moving right along, guess what tomorrow is?
Oh, Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, baby.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's right, man. I caught Jill Scott was on the Breakfast Club this morning, and I caught her interview, and it's the day before. They asked her. They said, Charlamagne said, you got your playlist together? She said, no, I ain't done that yet. And she said that her and Erykah Badu is good friends, and she said they talk all of the time, and he said he told her she told Erykah that, hey, listen, I don't want it to be no battle. I don't want to battle you. She said, let's just play our songs. And so they already got an understanding. On how they're going to do it. And but they're telling everybody to get their incense and their candles ready, because it's going to be spiritual. So,
well, maybe she should have called Trina and told her to chill out too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Trina, let me see. Erykah is from Texas. Jill is from Philadelphia, and Trina is from Miami. So those are three different ways of life. So yeah. So all those women deal with stuff a little differently. So yeah.
I caught a little bit of the 97 Hot 97 Jay-Z simulated Jay-Z and DMX battle, and I have to say, man, there was a lot of biasness going on with that. Did you listen to that? Did you check that out?
No, I didn't. So with Ebro and Rosenberg and those guys?
Yes.
I want to see it. I'm gonna go back on YouTube.
It was a lot of bias going on right there. But
bias to who? They both from New York. Bias to who? Jay-Z.
Bottom line of it is, who writes checks. So that's all I gotta say about that.
So yeah, so they was on Jay-Z nuts. But what do you mean bias, man? I don't. You know what? Okay, I tell you what. Let's dive into it. Let's research it this weekend, and Monday let's talk about it. Going in, it's a no contest for me. But I'll be interested to see if DMX can put a 10. You know what? Let me say this, man. I don't. Let me say this as a DJ. I don't rock a lot of parties with Jay-Z. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't rock a lot of parties with Jay-Z, man. Jay-Z ain't a requested artist when I DJ. One song of DMX's that I play all the time is Party Up. I play Party Up all of the time. I play Party Up.
Yeah, and that song came up too, and boy, did they have they pants down, and they was defecating left and right.
I think that Party Up probably was DMX's biggest record. And
bigger than Get At Me, Dog?
Hell yeah, man! Get At Me, Dog was just for dudes. That was for dudes. That was a dude song, man. That was just for dudes. But Party Up, that was white folks. That was women. Party Up. I mean, as a DJ, I just know the power of that song, man. When I do tailgate events, that's in my playlist.
Bigger than Rough Riders Roll?
Oh yeah, definitely. That was, to me, that's the song of his I play all of the time. I play Party Up more than anything. Party Up is what I play the most. I played it up. You know, Stop and Drop probably is second. You know, Rough Riders Anthem, that's a personal favorite of mine. Yeah, but I like DMX. I mean, DMX is, I listen to him in my personal time. But, I will say, but Party Up that's like every DJ, that got to be, if you playing an event where it's a variety of ages, you got to play Party Up. But at the same time, at that same event, you got to play Can I Get Her? You got to play Can I Get Her? You got to play the Gonna Love You. You got to play maybe God, what's the name of it? I forget the name of it, with him and Kanye West. Nah, 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 nah. That was the name of that damn song. I forget the name of it, but yeah, that go hard. That go hard. I play that. I'll get that off every now and then. But yeah, you know what? It'll be interesting, But I know Jay-Z probably got it on lock. I mean, if we look at the numbers, Jay-Z got it on lock, but I'll look at it this weekend, and then we'll report on it. You look at it too, and we'll report on it.
Trav, I got a question for you in the chat.
Hit it.
They're asking how did they know that he hit 2 million views? Where did they get that number from?
Because he screenshotted it, and it's on his page. So whoever asking that, go to his page, go to his Instagram page, and see the screenshot, and you'll see, like, I think it's 2.4 or 2.1.
And he had no problems, and he didn't like, how they say how some people you can only be on there for so long and then you falling off and stuff like that, and nobody had problems logging into his page.
Well, like I just said, go to his page and see it. But I seen the screenshot.
No, I'm not asking you the questions that's being asked. They're asking about I guess he's a hot topic, man. So people want to know.
He's trending right now. He's trending. He's probably the number one trend right now. But I'm telling them, go to his Instagram page. He screenshotted the 2 million, 2.1. I think it's 2.1 or 2.4 million. So he
because people are trying to dispute it because they're saying, well, the record shows that Babyface and them exceeded the 2 million, and if he only hit the 2 million, then how does he have the record?
No, Babyface and them they're only credited with 500,000. Swiss and Timberland suggested that over 4 million came and went, but as far as pictures and screenshots, because the record go at one time. That's the record at one time. So when he hit 2.1 or 2.4, he screenshotted it. It's on his page. So for any doubters, that's what you want to go to his page and check it out. So,
do you ever play any of his music?
Never. I've never played any. I can't even name one of his records. No, I've never got a request for any of his songs. I mean, I do a lot of Sweet 16s. I do a lot of school parties. The Toledo kids, they not on him, man. They on that Sada Baby. They on local artists. They on The Baby. They on Lil Baby. They on Gunner. They on Rod Wave. They on NBA Youngboy. Oh, they love NBA Youngboy, man. No, they don't.
What do you think is his core base? Order?
New York and white. That's, I think, that's who fucking with him. But I can only speak for Toledo. And when I DJ. But if I had to guess, I'm gonna say that it's the New York area, and it's the suburban because he's white, and so So it's the white kids in the New York area, but he's doing it with them, even with that, But like I said, he's been out for about 4 or 5 years now, and I have never ever got a request for one of his songs. I can't name one of his songs. I'm about to check my hard drive right now, and I don't even believe let me see here. Nope.
I want to know, do you think he helped or hurt his image by doing what he did today?
Why would it hurt it? I mean, today he broke the Instagram record with 2 million. I mean, so that's all good. I mean, he got the biggest billboard in Times Square. Man, if you go to his Instagram, I mean, he draped in jewelry and watches. And he's as arrogant as ever. He on that, he popping on them posts like, I'm the king of New York. He ain't even, for him, you don't even got to think about it. He like, who else can get out of prison? This is what he said. He said, who else can get out of prison? He said, man, I just got out of prison. Broke the Instagram record for views at one time, and I got the biggest billboard in Times Square, in the biggest city in the world. He winning, and until somebody get him. He winning until somebody get him.
If you say so.
He winning. Nope, I don't have one song. I don't own one song by him. Yeah, I just checked it out, man.
I think that's just buffoonery at its best. But to each his own.
Yeah, you know what? It's one of those things. As long as you got an audience, man. Listen, keep doing what you're doing. As long as you got an audience, you're doing something right. As long as you got an audience, or to you, you're doing something right if you got an audience, and he has an audience. So, you know what I wanted to do? I got it in here. My boy Tracy. Shout out to my boy Tracy, the Rare Breed. I wanted to play Tracy video, man. Tracy shot a teaser. He done a new song, and he shot a teaser video, and so I'm gonna play the teaser on the show, and hopefully we can.
Oh my God, Trav! They're asking another question. They're saying,
"Go ahead.
What is the difference from what Tekashi did and what T.I. did?"
What do you mean?
They want to know. They're saying that Tekashi's getting. Huh?
What did T.I. do?
Oh well, well for those who's asking questions about the T.I. and Tekashi 6ix9ine situation, we're gonna let my co-host research it, and then we'll table this conversation and come right back. Go ahead, Trav.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna roll a little bit. Tracy Rare Breed. I'm a big fan of his, man. That's my dude, man. I support him in everything he do. Last I checked, he was the manager out at the new club out there, the old God, what's the name of that club out there? The old Ryans. I forget the name of the damn club. It's slipping my mind. But anyway, here's a little teaser of the video. Nice to see my man practicing social.
It might get dangerous. I know other times we like to make it rough.
But this ain't the time tonight. Cause we're making love and we'll take it slow, 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 slow. Slow, 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 slow. You want it slow, 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 slow. Slow, 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 slow. We'll take it slow, 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 slow. Slow, 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 slow. You want it slow, 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 slow. Slow, 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 slow.
Shout out to my man Tracy, Rare Breed. That's my dude, man. Yeah, Tracy, man, finish that video up, man, and come back on the show and premiere it. Premiere it on the Big Trav and Q show, man. We'll really enjoy that, man.
When you gonna do an interview with him?
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to the homegirl, Martina Rogers, man. We want to get her on the show too, y'all. If y'all know Martina Rogers, me and her dad was good friends back in the day. If y'all know Martina Rogers, let her know we want her on the show. Martina, we want you on the show, man. Come premiere some of your music, man. What's up with your girl, man? Your girl don't want to come on the show, and last I seen, she was working on a video. Kenamori. Listen, y'all sleeping on Kenamori, man. Kenamori can sing her ass off, man. Y'all need to, when y'all get a chance, go on Instagram. What's her Instagram, Q?
You said what?
Kenamori. I told him don't be slipping on Kenamori. I was like, she can sing her ass off. What's her Instagram so everybody can go check her out?
Are you?
Okay, all right. Anyway, I'll tell you what. Let's play. Let's see. You got me. You got that one there. You got that one there. Congratulations. I don't even know. Oh, there it go. Let's play.
It's the Big Trav and Q Show.
What are y'all about?
Now it's time for One Gotta Go.
That's right. One gotta go. Yo, Q. I'm a name off several items, and one gotta go. So for those of you that's just tuning in and new to the Big Trav and Q Show, we do a segment called One Gotta Go. I'm going to name off several items, and you got to pick one that you can do without. So and you know what? I can actually put it on the screen now. Okay, here we go. Let's get to One Gotta Go. Actually, I can't. I didn't transfer them, so I can't put them on the screen. Anyway, okay, here we go. All right, these are groups. You ready for these groups? Yo, Q, you ready for these groups? Yo, Q. Yo, Q. Q, you still there? Anyway.
There you go. I can hear you now. All right, go ahead.
I don't know what happened, man. What happened? Okay, anyway. Okay, one gotta go. Okay, we're doing groups. The first group, you remember the group 213? Who was in the group 213?
I remember 213.
Who was in the group?
Come on, man. Snoop, Warren G, Nate Dogg.
There we go. Okay, so 213, the Dog Pound, which is Daz and Corrupt, Westside Connect.
You're going to get enough of trying to test my intellect when it comes to music, man.
Well, I think you know everything, so I'll be kind of hoping that you don't know. So anyway, we got Westside Connect, which is Ice Cube, Mac 10, and WC, and Cypress Hill. One gotta go. 213, Dog Pound, Westside Connect, and Cypress Hill. This is easy for me. Cypress Hill got to go. I don't even. Cypress Hill got to go. I don't even know who in the hell gave Cypress Hill a record contract, man. Man, they was so garbage, man. No talent. I mean, come on, man. They could have gave the contract to somebody else, man. Cypress Hill was so whack, man. I mean, even, Insane in the Membrane. You know what? That was kind of cool to sing, but it was still whacked. You couldn't dance to it. It didn't rock no parties. Did they even make any money? Come on, man. Ain't no way in hell I go to a Cypress Hill concert. It didn't make no sense to me, man. Cypress Hill got to go for me. How about you? It's Cypress Hill too.
For all my people out there in the West Coast, that's his views, not mine.
No, seriously, man. They wasn't even cool for me, man. Cypress Hill was whacked. They was straight whack, man.
You obviously do not know how big they were in the 90s, man. You really don't.
They didn't rock Toledo. I'll tell you that. They didn't rock. We wasn't rocking them in Toledo. Didn't nobody fuck with them like that. We fuck with everybody else on the West, but they was the wackest artist group on the West Coast, man. I can't think of nobody whacked her. Even listen, I even listen to Young MC. Let's bust a move. I listen to that before I listen to Cypress Hill. And Tone Loc. I listen to that before I listen to Cypress Hill. So, okay. All right. So I know it's Cypress Hill for you too. So right? Cypress Hill?
So what's the next topic? You ain't get me in trouble with that one, buddy.
Okay. The next one is characters from the movie Friday. Characters from the movie Friday. You got Felicia, Debo, Red, and Smokey. One got to go.
Bye, Felicia.
What? Come on. Felicia can't go because it's by Felicia. She's not going nowhere. It's Pooh. My granddaddy bought me that chain. Red got to go, Doug. Red got to go. Come on, man. Bye, Felicia can't go. I mean, man. Bye. Everybody say bye, Felicia, man. She famous. Everybody wear the Debo slippers. and everybody.
What has her career been like post Friday?
Nothing. That was
bye, Felicia. Let's go.
That's my dude. Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's see who else we got. All right, we doing Will Smith movies. One gotta go. Oh God, this is actually gonna be hard. Okay, I Am Legend. The first Bad Boys. Bad Boys 1. Independence Day. And Men in Black 1. Men in Black 1. I Am Legend. Bad Boys. Men in Black. Independence Day. It's between,
Legend gotta go, baby.
Yeah,
Legend gotta go.
Yeah, I think Legend is gone for me too, man. Legend's gotta go. So we get an applause for that.
Compared to all the other movies, I Am Legend is still a super hit. So it's like compared to all the other ones, now it's gotta go.
Yeah, I Am Legend. You sort of. I think you got to be a Will Smith fan to really tolerate that damn movie. Okay. We doing black movies. We doing random black movies. This is gonna be super easy to me. Get Out, the movie Get Out. Moonlight. You remember Moonlight? Did you see Moonlight?
Yes.
Okay. That was the black LGBTQ plus movie with Marcella Marçal, however you say his name. He was in the movie along with the guy from Aquaman that played Manta. Okay, Fences with Denzel Washington and Hidden Figures. So we got Get Out, Moonlight, Fences, and Hidden Figures. Which one got to go?
Moonlight got to go. Bye.
Nah, it's Fences for me. Fences, I didn't get it. I didn't get Fences, man.
That don't mean it had to go.
I didn't get Fences, man. It was odd. It was just really, everybody.
Hey, the GOAT is in there. Got to go.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. I feel you on that. Okay. All right, let me see here. Let me do one more gotta go, then we're going to get out of here. Let's do one more gotta go. All right, let's do this. Let's do R&B groups. Let's do R&B groups. This is going to be good. R&B groups going to be good. Okay, we got Drew Hill. We got 112. We got Jodeci. And we got Blackstreet with Chauncey in it. So we got Drew Hill, 112, Jodeci, and Blackstreet with Chauncey leading.
112 got to go. Sorry, love Peaches and Cream, but compared to everybody else,
yeah,
got to go.
Hold on, let me think about Drew Hill. It's between Drew Hill and 112 for me. Oh God, let me see. Yeah, 112 got to go, man. 112 got to go. Sorry, guys, man, y'all got to go.
Oh my God, Travis, we should not have done that.
What?
This Tekashi 6ix9ine topic. So they keep coming in there asking about. Look, we appreciate everybody who chimed in. We love all your comments and everything, but it's opinion of my co-host and myself, and it's just our thoughts about what we feel about the situation. Am I right, Trav?
What are you responding to?
No.
No, I'm trying to find out what you're responding to. Are you responding to some 6ix9ine fans?
Yes, they are on our page.
What are they saying?
They just basically said, okay, because they were trying to ask you about because T.I. got arrested, but I said I was going to let you just research it, and then we will talk about it. But basically, you just have people that are trying to defend his behavior and say that, and I'm trying to let you, because in order to have this dialogue, I want you to at least be versed on what T.I. did, because they're coming for T.I. saying that how could people be hypocrites about going at Tekashi, but why they're not going at T.I.? That's all I'm trying to say, but don't worry. My co-host, we'll pick this topic back up on Monday, because I'll let him get versed on it. You know what I'm saying? I know he's not a big T.I. fan. Shout out to T.I. You know how we do. You know how I play with you, baby, when I come to the ATL. But my co-host, he's a whole different beast, man.
Yeah. Don't be putting it on me.
I know who the rubber band man is.
You know what? I'm cool with T.I. He just, you know what? His actions just don't match what he say. You know what I'm saying? And over the years,
so that's what some people are saying about him, about the Tekashi 6ix9ine situation. Because, well, let me ask you this, Trav. You do know that he was arrested, right?
Who, T.I.?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. He just kept getting arrested for knucklehead shit. You know what I'm saying? And I remember before he started getting arrested, I was a big fan. I was cool. I was cool with him. I was rocking with him. But he just, I remember he got arrested like 3 times, like in 2 years, man. Then he ended up doing a bid. And then I just couldn't rock with it, man, because for me, he came off like a smart guy, but he done stupid shit. So I just couldn't rock with that, man. I couldn't rock with that, man. I'm like, dog, you coming off like a smart dude, but why you keep fucking around? You know what I'm saying? Why you keep getting locked up? How your ass keep getting locked up, man? And so I just wasn't feeling that, man. I got up off of him because, like I said, I thought we had in T.I., I thought we had a brother, that was making some good decisions, doing some good things, making a difference, and then he get a gun charge. And then, so in his response to the gun charges is like, he said something like, when his dude got shot up in Cincinnati, he was like, he said to himself that he was always going to carry a gun after that. I don't know, I mean, I understand loyalty and, and being safe. But you know what? I mean, damn, you gotta, I don't know, man. It just seemed like, I got a problem with people that come off like they smart and then they do dumb shit. It just don't match up for me. You know what I'm saying? Don't match up. So I got a problem with that, man. Don't come off like you got the plan and then you don't got the plan. You know what I'm saying? So, but it don't stop me from playing his music, Because, listen, I still, matter of fact, I'm playing it tomorrow. Matter of fact, I didn't tell you, but my homegirl, Cynthia Bowen, hit me up earlier today, and she was like, we doing another virtual tailgate tomorrow, and she said, Trav, can you DJ at 11 p.m. in the Fan Zone page? So, everybody, tomorrow, listen, I'll let you guys know. I'm going to send you the link. Matter of fact, when I go live at 11 p.m. In the Fan Zone, I'm gonna share it to my page too, so you guys will be able to see me. And for my Cowboys family, Cowboy Nation of Toledo, if you guys are in the Fan Zone group, listen, make sure y'all share my live on y'all regular Facebook page. Share it in our group too, because I don't think it got shared in our group last time I done it. I'm gonna be repping for us. You're gonna see our banners everywhere. We're gonna be repping, man. And so one of the songs that I'm gonna play T.I.'s song, Top Back. I got my top back down. So I'm going to bust that, man. Make sure you tune in too, Q, so you can see your boy rock.
So you decided you're going to do it? You're going to rock? You're going to DJ?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. 11 p.m. tomorrow. I'm going to rock, And
11 p.m. tomorrow?
11 p.m. tomorrow.
Wow,
yeah,
man.
11 p.m. Is it too late for you?
No, I just hope Jill and them going to be over with. It's like, you're not going to support your co-host. Yes, I'm going to support I'm just saying, that's two big events.
They got 2 hours. They got 2 or 3 hours. But it might be delays. It could be delays. They could run into 11. But I tell you what, I didn't go on to the last time I DJ, I didn't go on till 1. So we could be running late again, So I was supposed to go on at 11 last time, and then which turned out to be, because they're on Central Time. She's on Central Time. So it was 11 her time, so it probably still is. It probably is 11 her time. So it'll be 12. So I'm probably going on at 12 our time. I'll confirm it. Just check my pages, guys. Check my pages, and I'll let you know for sure. But I'm thinking, she thinking 11 her time, so it's probably gonna be 12 our time Eastern, and then they always running late because she gonna have football players coming in, going live. People gonna be promoting stuff. So expect me around between 12 and maybe 1-ish, and I'm cool with that, man, because I ain't gonna be playing. I ain't playing none of that. I ain't playing no old school. I ain't playing no damn ballroom. I ain't playing no damn hustle shit. It's straight turn up, man. When you get to, it's midnight. It's 11 o'clock, midnight, 1 o'clock. It's all turn up shit. So every track is fire. All fire tracks, just like last time. So.
Well, Trav, before we go, we had some news that was going down. I don't know if you were aware about the proposal for the 2,000 monthly checks that are going to be possibly being that Congress is putting in right now for approval.
What is the?
That's going.
Go ahead and break the news. I didn't hear it.
That's going to basically. So now, if you are making 100,000, 120,000 or less, you're going to be receiving $2,000 a month, not one time fee like the 1,200. You're going to receive that. Now, if you are a married couple, you're going to receive 4,000.
Now, is this speculated or confirmed?
This is what they're proposing right now. It's a proposal that is going in right now.
Okay.
Through Senator Harris and Senator Sanders and everybody. So right now, there's 49% of people that agree on the proposal, 31% disagree, 13% somewhat agree, 6% somewhat oppose. So you have to make less than 120,000, like I said, 2,000 per month. That includes children, but an additional 2,000 for children and 4,000 for married couples. What do you say about that? You think that's good?
Shit, I still got my last stimulus check. So yeah, I'm about it. We go back to work on Monday, just helping out in the schools, helping the kids pack up their belongings and get all their stuff out. So we'll do that Monday through next Friday.
So Friday, May 8th, also saw snow today, man. What did you think about that?
Who?
It was snowing today up in the Michigan and Ohio area. Did you see that?
It didn't snow in Toledo. It didn't. Listen, it can.
That's what they tell me.
It can snow every place else, but if it don't snow here, I don't care. So nah. Well, you know what? I got out in the yard yesterday, man. It was pretty strenuous yesterday, man. I actually had to get the damn bush trimmers out, and that took a lot out of me, man. That bush trimmer, man. You gotta hold that in your arms for like a long time trimming bushes. That shit took a lot out of me, man. So my arms and my legs is killing me right now. So I was supposed to do the backyard today, man, but fuck the backyard today. So I do the backyard tomorrow, man. So I get out there. We might have a bonus for you guys. I'm trying to see. No, you know what? I'm going live tomorrow. I was thinking that maybe we could go live before Jill Scott and them come on. I tell you what, it'll be a surprise. If we give you guys a bonus tomorrow, it'll be I think they go on at 9. Let me see here.
No, they go on at 7.
They go on at 7? Oh no. Well, oh man, I'll be done. They gonna be done by 10. So ain't nobody gonna miss me. If they going on at 7, oh man, they gonna catch me. So with them going on at 7, I tell you what, I'll get with you, and it'll be a surprise. We probably might want to go on, do like a pre-Jill Scott show. What I might do is just set up my equipment and maybe
favorite Jill Scott song, real quick.
Yeah, my favorite, A Long Walk. A Long Walk. And
favorite Erykah Badu song.
And now that we at the end of the show, I can play a little bit of that Long Walk, Jill Scott. That's my song. Hold on. No, that's not it. It's not Long Walk. Hold on. Let's see. Cross My Mind. That's my song. That's my favorite Jill Scott song.
You just switched it up.
Wondering if you wear the same cologne.
Well, anyway, man, for all those who've been tuning in and listening to us, we want to say thank you, guys. Don't forget, hit us up on our Facebook page, hit up us on our Twitter page and our Instagram page. My co-host Trav is always going live on Instagram with our information. Oh, man, people want to know, Trav, are we ever going to go live on Instagram?
Yeah. You know what? Let me see here. Actually, our software don't offer we don't offer our software doesn't offer Instagram, but we could go live without. I mean, but why would we go? Why would we go live on Instagram? There's no reason to go live on Instagram.
I love a cynical co-host. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for all the questions. We much love you guys. And once again, don't forget to go check us out on our YouTube page and hit that subscribe button and let us know if you like the show. If you don't like the show, let us know how cynical you love our co-host, Trav, and let us know how you feel about him. And I want to end the week on the high note of my best day ever was our Cinco de Mayo show. I'm still on the high with that. All our other shows are great. Don't get me wrong. But if I had to pick for this week, it was our Cinco de Mayo show, man. That, hands down, was our best. When we just went off script, Trav, and we just did. What did you say?
It's Cinco de Mayo today. Clap your hands and shout, ole! Ole! It's Cinco de Mayo today. Clap your hands and shout, ole!
Ole. That's what I say. What's up, y'all? Listen, until Monday, possibly tomorrow, we out.
All
See
right.
you later.
Peace.
It's the Big Trav and Q show. What they waiting for? Just another damn podcast. Now let's go. Go.
Yeah! I need all my fresh and damn people to hit the dance floor and just hit the picture booth. And if somebody hating on you, I want you to look at them and you tell them, look at me, look at me.